Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Among the Embers. It has been a while. Yeah, lots of things happened. Mostly I got a new job, which has weird hours, and I've been dealing with that. And today I'm sick, so that's fun as well. My voice sounds weird, it's because my throat is slowly trying to self-destruct. As usual, we would like to thank Modifius for creating this wonderful gaming system, the charming people at Star Trek Online for allowing us to use some of their assets, Fury of a Seraph on DeviantArt for making the template, which allowed us to create the dedication flag for the USS Nightingale. And on other notes, we would like to welcome back a member of the team who had to depart previously due to other real-life things occurring. Welcome back.
I'm back. Soon, your captain shall return.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
We've kept the big chair warm for you.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Or rather, I should say Bjorn has kept the big chair warm for you.
No comment. However, we are not with the USS Nightingale this week. We are returning to the crew of the Imperial Romulan warbird Firehawk, who we've not touched for a while. In our first mission with them, you bravely ran through the gauntlet of Federation space, which you weren't technically allowed in, to investigate the lost outpost of the Takan, and encountered the mysterious Portal 63, who, as it turned out, was the last survivor of a previous cycle of crusade, incursion, and violence. You were able to recover the portal and escape back to Romulan space with a crusade prisoner who has since been handed over to the Federation, and the potential to learn a lot more about your enemy. Unfortunately, things have not been going so well since then. The Firehawk has been busy putting out fires and dealing with the root of traitors and spies within the ranks of Phoenix and the other Romulan factions. It's been pretty successful. As far as you're aware, there are no further spies in Romulan ranks of any particular note, and you're reasonably certain of this because there were no grand defections over to the Crusade side when they broke through in the system of Beta Lankal, despite the best efforts of everyone concerned. Unfortunately, as you can see from the map, yeah, things have gone from bad to worse. From Beta Lankal, the Crusade has expanded rapidly. The Klingons have more or less managed to stall them out, with the current heavy campaign occurring in the Kuvat system, with Chancellor Martok leading the charge with the assistance of the USS Enterprise, along with a small Federation task force. As of yet, the Crusade have yet to actually attack Federation space, but they have spread out to take Beta Thorador, Theban, Hatoria, and upwards into Romulan space, where they took a big chunk out of relatively unclaimed territory, and have numerous fronts opened. In the Zeta Pictoris system, the USS Galaxy and a Phoenix, combined Phoenix and Legion task force are countering Crusade aggression. To the north, a heavier offensive has been opened, heading into Ratorian space, with Admiral Janeway and Admiral Steeler leading the charge in dealing with things there. But the most important aspect is the one that you're going to be dealing with today. The Beta Volantis system is in Abraxan space. Now, if you recall, the Roman Star Empire split into three main factions in the aftermath of the Hobus disaster. And the Abraxans are the only faction that chose to remain separate and isolated after the peace talks, which led to the uneasy alliance against the Crusade forming. The Abraxans chose to leave after dropping a Thaleron bomb on the station, and have closed their borders ever since, even with the encroachment of the Crusade, apparently deciding that they're just going to fortify and wait for the dust to settle. That's not working. The Crusade have spotted a weak link, and now they are attacking Beta Volantis, which is a major shipyard system for the Abraxans. And given that the Abraxan space contains the majority of the heaviest naval shipyards in the Old Empire, that's pretty serious, both in terms of its crippling of the ability of the Abraxans to produce more ships, but also more worryingly, the potential for the Crusade to build more of their own warships.
Yep, that is not an option to lose.
The Firehawk has a very specific mission. Abraxan space is still technically closed off. As of yet, they have refused to answer any communiques with the outside world, so at this point it's possible that they're just too busy to deal with anything else. And there is also a matter of pride to consider. Woman pride is definitely never to be forgotten about, especially when you've got a bunch of old war horses like these. Now, Phoenix Intelligence indicates that the recently launched Abraxan flagship of a prototype design, the IRW Tacorax, with the Praetor on board, is leading the charge in Beta Volantis. The general projections are that if you are able to get into Beta Volantis, provide your assistance, and let's face it, probably save the Praetor's life, because the Abraxans do not have the firepower to hold off the Crusaders, especially given the fact that more Lucaran vessels have come out of the work, along with a scattered few salvaged and stolen Romulan vessels. It's not to mention the remains of the Blackthorn League, which have united under the Crusaders. That's quite a mongrel force of hell, all being pointed at the Abraxans. If you can save the Praetor and either persuade him to open up borders to allow reinforcements to come in, or possibly even work out a way to beat this incursion into Beta Volantis, that'll be good. Of course, Phoenix reports also indicate that one of the Crusade arcs is in the area. Nobody knows much about these things. If you recall, each arc is larger than a Borg cube by a reasonable margin.
What is it, like 3 times the size?
Let me just double check my notes. I believe it's twice the size.
Twice the size, okay.
That's big.
Let's see. I did actually make a note of this somewhere, but I haven't looked over my notes for a while.
Speaking of notes,
yes, twice the size of a bulb cube. 7 kilometers long, 50 cubic kilometers in size.
something tells me Praetor Nadaris will be a stubborn one to convince.
Quite likely. Yes, the standing orders are to avoid contact with orcs if possible. Nobody's seen them in a fight, no one particularly wants to. And the Firehawk is too valuable an asset to just throw into an unknown battle against something that large and potentially dangerous.
Something tells me if we were to take one of those things head on, we would have to try to destroy it from the inside.
It's entirely possible. You do have some combat data from the various other fronts about Crusade weaponry and tactics, along with the records of the USS Nightingale and its fight against the Eternal Sun, which was destroyed in Beta Lankal, if you recall.
Yeah.
The frontline command vessel of the Crusade appears to be a hybrid carrier dreadnought, roughly on the scale of Jem'Hadar command dreadnoughts. They have significant carrier bays which support and maintain 4 heavy gunships, along with having significant weaponry and shielding of their own. The main weakness of Crusade vessels is that their power systems seem to regenerate fairly quickly, but their reserves are small. They are all about generating power to replace what they've used, and more particularly, they have the ability to leech power off other vessels in imitation of their own abilities. So that's fun. You can expect to face numerous carriers, along with their smaller escorting vessels, plus Lucarans, renegades, other renegade vessels, Blackthorn, you name it. So, I'm trying to remember all the names of people.
The crew, or?
Yes. Here we go. So, Commander Nilduno.
Yes, sir.
This is your briefing. Do you have any questions before you take your ship into the teeth of the enemy?
I imagine he's just rubbing his head going, oh boy. And just like, no real questions. We just gotta go and find what we find.
That's about the size of it, Commander. Safe flying. And, do your best to hurt them.
Do your best to what?
Hurt
Do
them.
your best to hurt them.
To hurt them. That's the plan.
Make them pay for the destruction of our home.
Yep.
Alrighty. You still don't actually have a helm officer for the ship, so,
I mean, you still got me for the time being. Because I'm the ops manager with a helm specialty.
This is in fact true. Also, Red's character that I auto-generated has some con skills, so...
Okay. Whichever you want to use.
Yes, indeed. So, Commander, what are your orders as you approach Beta Volantis? I also need... Where's my ambience? There we go.
Of course I did it again. Okay. First quick question. What is a primary mission? Sorry, my brain just went completely blank.
You are to locate the Praetor.
Locate the Praetor. Okay, that's what I thought.
And, if possible, stall out or beat the invasion of Beta Volantis.
Okay. Well, so primary one would be locate the Praetor.
Locate and ensure that he survives.
Okay. So, I would say, before entering Crusade territory, we engage Cloak and head for the last known coordinates of the Praetor. Of which do we know where that is?
It's not Crusade territory yet, but yeah.
Well, they control it. Oh, well, Braxton. Never mind. Okay. I'm sorry, my brain's all over the place this morning.
It's all good. It's been a while since we've done this. I figure that everyone's going to be a little slow.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So yes, Rolak,
Yes.
would you like to give us some long-range scans?
I
Or
would.
indeed, should we pass that on to the science officer? So your science skills are not amazing. That being said, you do have pretty decent reason, and you are ops officer, so you get the bonus questions.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. You're an actual person as opposed to an NPC, so.
Alrighty. So it's was it science and daring or science and reason?
Science reason, assisted by senses plus science.
I also got technical expertise, which helps me out.
Yes, indeed. And we have Deccan playing a very different character.
Yes.
Wait, what do you mean by different? Are you still Iran?
Very
Yeah.
different from Big
yeah.
Snoopy Quan.
Anyway. Alright, let me make sure everything's
So the
correct.
Firehawk succeeds.
Just double clicking everything so that it doesn't like fudge on me. Whee!
Well, lucky there.
You rolled 3 dice.
Yep. Thanks to my technical expertise. Unless I misunderstood something about that.
That's a reroll,
you mean
not an additional
reroll.
dice.
Whoops, reroll. I didn't catch that. So,
It's fine. I'll just take the first 2.
yeah.
So that is 3 successes, which actually caps out your momentum on the first roll of the game.
Nice.
And you are op officer, so you basically get 2 questions to ask with your long-range sensors. First one, which I'll give to you just because I told you to make the roll. There appears to be a small fleet engagement directly ahead of you on the edge of the system.
Alright. Alrighty. And I got Studious, which means I can basically ask 2 questions for the price of 1 memento.
Uh,
And I know I read that one correctly.
Yes. Yes, that is correct.
Alright, first question.
Get all the questions.
First question. What kind of crusade vessels are in the engagement? Or rather, just what kind of vessels are in the engagement, really?
You're picking up what appears to be 4 Romulan vessels, 2 Klingon, and what looks like 1 Dreadnought carrier and its fighter complement.
Okay. Question 2. How are our Romulan counterparts holding up?
Okay, well, first of all, you have to pay a momentum to get that one.
Yeah, I figured it.
Second, I don't actually mean to start that music, but
Yeah, this is kind of the Klingon Armada music.
yeah, it's a side effect. I copied some maps. Sure. Let's go with this one. Much better.
Ooh, this one.
Alright.
Okay.
So, yes. You have arrived near the engagement.
So, yeah, and my question again was, how are the Abraxans holding up?
They appear to be trying to retreat. The Mogai is heavily engaged, and it looks like it's about to die. Its shields are fluctuating badly. The 2 Dadaradax are beginning to peel away, basically to buy time for the lead ship, which does in fact appear to be the Takorax.
Alright. Commander, there's an engagement in process between the Crusade and the Abraxans. It appears to be a couple of Klingon Lucaran vessels, a Crusade carrier with its fighter complement engagement, and the Abraxans appear to be in retreat. One ship is badly damaged, is on the verge of having a core breach.
Would the Praetor be on any of those ships?
Yes, I am reading the Praetor's signature on the Praetor's transponder on the IRW to Corks.
Stay cloaked, lay in pursuit.
Alrighty.
I would like to keep our presence not known, so if we can get the Praetor off that ship, I would very much approve of that.
Alrighty. Well, as you move forwards,
The Mogai warbird has been destroyed, Commander.
Stay on course.
How are the Crusade forces holding up? Are there any weak points we can try to exploit?
The Vorcha closer to you does appear to be pretty badly beaten up. The gunships have all taken minor damage, but it looks like they were kind of trading off each other. And the carrier at the back looks like it more or less stayed out of the engagement.
And the second Vorcha?
That's been focusing on pursuit and was not part of the main battle.
Ah. Commander, the Vorcha class that's closest to us appears to have severe damage. If we were to engage him, I would recommend targeting that vessel first. And the Daredexes are trying to get by the Praetor time.
Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button.
So if we are to help them, I would suggest we do it now.
I'm going to put this out to the crew here. My original mind is that our main goal is to get the Praetor. And if we can't get the Praetor to help us, my Romulan mind's going, I'd rather him have less ships. What do you guys think?
Your secondary objective is to try and hold this system.
Okay.
More ships the Abraxans have, the better.
Do we know anything as if we decloak, will the Crusade know? Oh, do they know about this ship? Let's say that. Does it have a reputation for?
That they have had moles within Phoenix before.
Okay.
So they might be just aware of the ship?
Yes. Firehawk was relatively was kept relatively secure throughout. But again, remember, you did actually have a mole on board during the mission. Who Grandma had to take it out.
Okay. What is the is there anybody attacking the Praetor ship at the moment?
No.
Okay.
She's out of range, but those gunships are going to catch up fast.
Okay. Prepare to decloak. Lock weapons on that ship.
Alrighty.
Decloaking the Firehawk.
And don't
I
we
believe we are now in combat time.
Yay, combat.
And don't we get like a bonus for like going to combat out of cloak or anything? Or not?
Like a surprise?
Not by default, but I will give you one. It's basically up to GM fiat.
Oh, hang on. Before we do anything, the Firehawk has the capability to fire under cloak, right? Like the scimitar?
Oh wait, I think I did give you that power, didn't I?
Because I remember that. What if we targeted the Vorcha while we were still under cloak, and then when it blows up, we decloak and be like, hey, surprise, motherfucker.
Let's see. Enhanced cloaking device. Yep, you may fire while cloaked, but it costs you more power to do so.
Okay. I would say we do that, but I wouldn't decloak for that reason there, Eric. We want to be discreet as possible. I'd rather them going, what the hell just happened, than go, oh, we got another player here.
Well, we're gonna have to reveal ourselves at some point, because we can't stay cloaked forever.
I understand that, but the longer the better, I would say.
Fair enough.
Alright. Question, do you want to use your disruptors up close or fire plasma torpedoes at long range?
Disruptors.
Well, torpedoes would not be as effective at this range anyway with the Vorcha, right?
I'm basically asking what range you want to be at when you fire.
Okay.
And then we hand it over to Chuck to start rolling dice.
I'm gonna spend momentum and get a third die for this. Assuming I don't close my character sheet, bear with me. There we go.
That puts us at 4 momentum.
Yeah, for me.
I got that.
Alright. Weapon. Which good at.
Not with a 19.
Okay, that is 3. That is enough. Oh yes. How much juice are you putting? Remember, you can put up to 2 additional power into them to get more dice.
Probably put in the more power into it, so 2 additional.
Alrighty.
So that's 4 power used. Okay.
1.
We are currently at 6 power.
All that power just...
Fortunately, the Firehawk doesn't have him.
Power systems.
Yes.
Ooh.
I believe we need could disrupt us out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 damage.
Nice.
Alpha strike.
The ship
It was
has been
already-
destroyed. What?
It was already this.
Yeah. Vorcha has been destroyed, Commander.
Alrighty. Maintain the initiative. Actually, you generated the momentum. So, currently, if you wish to maintain the initiative,
Only thing I can we would maintain initiative is just to regain the power we.
Alternatively, we can also have the captain use their direct, and we can fire at another ship.
you can in fact do that.
Which one should we
We
fire
have
on?
option.
I would say we try to fire at one of the gunships that are closer to. If we were to go for that option, anyway.
What's the damage on that more northernly Derridex? Are they being attacked, or is it all still on?
Do we? Yeah.
I'm fine for either power or weapons. Those are my 2 suggestions.
Let's go for a gunship.
Oh dear. There.
Well, was that?
Get back.
Alright.
What's going on? Can you guys hear me? I haven't crashed. I'm still moving.
Well, it's not disconnected, which means the machine has turned off. So.
Hello? Check, check. Hello?
I heard something.
Oh.
Check, check.
You're kind of stuttering.
Wonder what's going on here. Test.
That was better.
Hold on. Let me adjust my
Keep
mic.
trying.
Yep, there you go.
Okay, hold on a second. I wonder if my microphone decided it wanted to go crappy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
we can.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hi.
I think we've got you now.
Maybe my computer stuttered but didn't actually turn off. Because I am still here. I was saying going after the gunboat.
Alright.
Alrighty, so 2 momentum to maintain the initiative.
Whoa. Shouldn't that take us down to 3 momentum?
Yes. Yes, you're right. Thank you. Alrighty, so, direct command, firing. If you're gonna fire torpedoes, then your best option is that one up there, next to the Derridex. Just in terms of optimal range, and also it'll take a little bit of pressure off that guy. Because he's about to get hit by a wildfire.
Works for me.
Yeah, I would say take out that one.
Let's do it.
Fire
Alright.
torpedoes.
Do you wish to fire one torpedo or a spread of them?
How much power will the spread use?
Firing torpedoes doesn't normally cost power. Firing them under cloak is just going to cost you 1 power regardless, either way.
Spread then.
Spread. I
Alright.
agree.
Spread them.
Just give me 3 threat. If you recall, the difficulty for torpedoes is normally 3. You're firing into small targets. That kicks up to 4.
Alright, I'm going to take a momentum for a third die.
You do have the ship and the captain assisting you. Captain, this will be a command control roll for you.
And security weapons for the ship.
Oh no!
Oh, east.
Okay, let's hope the ship rolls better, and the ship and the captain roll better.
Oh, am I rolling?
Yes, control security, right?
Control command.
Control command.
Okay.
All right. You're just rolling 1 die.
I'm actually going to spend my determination, invoking my I will kill to protect what's mine value, and re-rolling those.
Yeah, there are a lot of complications which would be very bad for you at the moment.
Yeah.
Do I have to roll all 3 or just the 2?
I'd say just re-roll the 2.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Pushes you up to 4 successes, no complications.
And I get the 1 die roll because of veteran.
plus 0 dice. Try again. Nope. Determination spent, I'm afraid. Alrighty.
So it goes.
I have to remind myself how torpedo spirits work. Starship combat. Starship weapons. Full spreads, +1 damage against the spread effect. Alrighty. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just mark off what persistent does. Okay. So that is 6. Plus 3, 2 hits of 6 damage. Reduced because of their inherent resistance. Come on, where are the penitents? Penitent gunship. Okay. So, that's 2 lots of 4 damage. You'll basically need to spend 1 momentum each in order to buff those up to get breaches. But if you do, that's an automatic kill.
Do it.
Do it.
Let's do 1 momentum, 1 threat.
Okay. Let's see, I need some... Alrighty. Let's get it, guys.
Excellent shooting, Sub-Commander.
Alrighty. Well, everyone is super confused.
Like, why the heck are our ships just blowing up?
Let's see.
Moldona was kind of watching to see how they react to the fact that 2 of their ships just blew up for no particular reason. I'm sure they probably figure it out, but I would imagine that would make their formation adjust.
Probably.
Oh my god, I really didn't. Okay.
As happy as Frolek is to see those ships destroyed, he is keeping a careful eye on his sensor readings.
Do I have... Okay, this is good enough. Okay, so I need... So what's the Porsche gonna do? The Vorcha is sufficiently surprised by the sudden fiery deaths of 2 of its escorts that its disruptor fire that the Derridax goes completely astray. Let's see, Derridax. I'm assuming I do actually have stats for my Derridax. I didn't, that was stupid. Lovely.
Ooh. Very nice. The Daredex is not so phased.
Alrighty, that is still in fact a hit. Which actually drains a threat. Aha!
Gracious.
Ooh!
Okay then.
Jesus!
Never mess with a frickin' Daredex.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Wow.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Whoever
15,
would.
16, 17, 18, 19 damage, and they didn't even overcharge.
Dear God in heaven.
Shh.
The elements are with that warbird.
No more Vorcha?
If that doesn't destroy the fortune, go ahead.
They didn't. They, put it like this: they took it from full shields undamaged to shields completely stripped and leaking plasma.
Hoo-hoo.
Who says our next move should be to fire on that ship?
Well, we're still kind of at our kind of a little bit a ways away from that Vorcha. I would say maybe focus on the gunships.
All right.
Oh, my mind was kind of thinking if we could get a bit of space between the two of the Daredex, we can get them to kind of go back off and protect the Praetor.
But they still do not know we're here. So to their minds, they're going to stay right where they are. And
That's a fair point.
Well, they just lost 2 ships. They know somebody's here.
I think he's talking about the Abraxans don't know someone's here.
See previous.
Huh?
They just saw 2 ships blow up. They know somebody's here.
somebody, yeah. But there's, I would imagine they still want to hold their positions to cover the Praetor.
Oh, probably.
Alrighty.
I'll leave it at the gunner's discretion.
Come on.
Okay. This should be fun. Well, Benson.
I always get a little worried when she says that.
Probably should. Okay.
Uh-oh. The sirens are coming, so yeah, you definitely better be worried.
Always worry when the DM asks for dice.
Yeah, when the... I almost forgot. We've got a rule. When the sirens sound, random effects happen. So in this particular case, I'm gonna go ahead and use this power.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
When did y'all come up with this one?
Okay. That generates the threat.
And who was doing that one?
That was the carrier.
Uh-oh.
So...
Well, now.
And yeah, that's that. Back to you guys.
The second Daredex isn't gonna move?
I'm kind of doing it in a turn thing, so you get a turn, the Braxtons get a turn, and then the Crusade get a couple of turns.
Gotcha.
Technically, the gunships have not had a turn yet. The carrier had a thing which let them all move and gave them advantage.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that the gunships were probably were just an extension of the carrier.
It's a bit more than that, but yeah, they've got a lot of powers which interact with each other.
Anyway, so far it's pretty much only been our gunner, Chuck Finley, and our captain going, so...
Yep, you might want to regenerate power. You have helm stuff you can do, you have science stuff you can do.
Now, question: Who's better at generating power, me or Erin?
I'm pretty sure Aaron.
I was thinking that too.
Engineering 5, huge amounts of stats, and ludicrous amounts of rerolls, along with the Singularity Core focus.
Yeah, I built Erin very specifically.
Yeah. And it helps that Erin pretty much helped build the Firehawk, so yeah. Erin, you get the turn.
Alrighty, so power generation.
Is that a control engineering?
Control or daring. Your daring is atrocious.
Control.
So control engineering with a difficulty of 2.
Focus applies, yes.
Focus applies. Servitor applies.
I'm going to spend a momentum for all of the rerolls.
Alright.
Technical expertise does not apply.
Nope.
Sadly.
Hello!
Alright, that is 4 successes, which kicks you up to 2 momentum. Improved power systems. So you generate 1 power automatically, and 2 additional per momentum spent. So if you spend both of those momentum, you chop the ship back up to full.
I do want to leave at least 1 for other folks, so I might just spend 1 momentum to get a couple extra points.
Can also spend the threat if you want.
I would say spend threat.
Usually leery about giving the DM threat in this system, but... Yeah, alright, let's do 1 threat, and does that also count for 2?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
Basically, when you spend for that sort of thing, you're giving me a threat, you're paying me 1 threat to get a momentum.
Fair enough.
There's a few other interactions which mean it's not exactly that, but it's close enough.
Well, our power reserves are back to full again.
Would you like to maintain the initiative?
That sounds like a question for somebody else.
Well, I could do a scan for weakness on the Crusade ships.
You could, but you will have to start paying me a lot of threat at that point.
Okay, I think I'll probably wait until it's actually my turn. So I'm willing to pass.
Are we not able to attack anymore on this round?
Technically, you can, but you've gone, and this tactical officer's gone, and the only way you can trigger the weapons to fire again, but each time you do it, after the first time, direct ignores this, which is why direct dispatch you can only do it once per scene. Each time you access the system after the first, difficulties go up. So if you were to get someone else to use the weapons again this round, all your difficulties would be at +1. So you can, but it's generally not recommended.
And who has not gone?
Me and the doctor.
Yep.
Because the doctor's got so much to do here.
Oh, you'll have things to do soon.
I figured that's why I'm be like, I'll be quiet now, and then I'll take over later.
Alrighty.
So yeah, I'm gonna wait to scan the ship so when it's formally our turn again.
Alrighty. What can the penitents do? That sounds fun.
Oh boy.
Alright, where did I put the firewall? Actually, I'm not sure I put the rules on the firewall. Where's... Where's the little file? That's the file. Guess workshops to counterattack. Yes, please. Alrighty. Not sure. I'll throw some more threat at that. Oh wait. Is that cruel? I'm gonna hit anyway.
Oh!
Don't get too excited. Look at the stats I was using.
Oh.
Wait, did I share the... Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's try that again.
Well, you
Oh my
tried.
Who's
Oh.
doing it? Who's rolling that?
That's one of the gunships close to you.
Oh my goodness.
The Crusades have such a great day.
The Crusade had just been demoralized once we started firing at them.
So, which one of their buddies did they shoot?
17, 16, and a 20. Jesus.
That's... Wow. Wow, guys.
I guess they were not expecting Romulan cloaking devices. I'm not sure
Anybody
why
else
they
hear
weren't
Benny Hill in the
expecting
background?
Romulan cloaking devices, considering they're in Romulan territory, but here we are.
Wait, they were not expecting Romulan cloaking devices that could be fired from under it.
Alrighty. Well, the gunship right next to you strafes the area with cannon fire. Oh wait, you haven't actually heard the lacerating cannons yet.
Ooh. That's a new one.
But doesn't hit you.
You kind of hit the broadside of a cloaked barn.
Fine. That's a threat to ignore complication. Alright, what are the others gonna do? They're just gonna shoot things. Without those dice.
Now, by others, do you mean our side, or the Romulans, or the Crusade side?
Crusade side.
Oh.
Guys, that's just embarrassing. Why are you in the cover of that? Alrighty. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty, so taking shots at that Pterodax. Doesn't seem to do all that much damage, but you do notice their power systems take a noticeable dip. They just took almost half of that thing's power out.
Yikes.
And we're gonna do that again. You're just mocking me now.
Oh, goodness.
Alright. And that was a little. So yeah, there's some strafing action which doesn't do a great deal overall. The Decorax. I'll leave the Decorax. Let's see, the Pterodax, however. Oh, that's fun. Wow, that was actually kind of terrible.
Is that our neighboring Daredex or the one by the Vorcha?
That's your neighboring one. They're actually going to spend some threat because, good god, that was awful.
There you go.
That's a bit better. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That pings the shields on the carrier a little bit. More importantly, gives them some plasma burn. Alright, back to you guys.
Okay. I would like to scan for weaknesses on the Crusade ships.
The gunships or the carrier?
Probably the gunships. Not gonna worry about the carrier right now because it's kind of just sitting there.
Alrighty. Well, those are nice and close, which helps. So, scan for weakness, control plus science, assisted by sensors plus security. You have difficulty of 1.
Sensors, okay. Alrighty. I just click everything again. Alright. Nice.
Okay, generate some momentum. And congratulations, you now have piercing on your next attack against any of those gunships.
Woohoo!
Alrighty.
Yes.
Now, could we maintain initiative so that we can fire on those gunships?
No, it's still not a new round.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Alrighty. What are we gonna do? Carrier is gonna move. Actually, no, the carrier's not gonna move. Carrier's quite happy where it is. Carrier is, however, going to spend
Ooh. Oh god.
I'm just not allowed to roll well today.
We all have those days.
Is there anything I could do with this? It's a mini boss. I'll bend the rules. You cannot be serious.
The game knew. The game knew you were bending the rule.
Alright, well, it fires its torpedoes at one of the pterodactyls, but the spread misses. Apparently spoofed by the frankly ridiculous amount of disruptor fire it just put out. So that's fun.
The Crusade obviously never prepared for a cloaked firing run.
I just spent 7 threat and did absolutely nothing. Ow. Oh wait, I tell a lie. Something does happen. I take plasma burn. Oh my god. Alright.
Are you okay?
Grumpy.
Uh,
No, I'm good.
Oh, hey. The Decorax has a renewed sense of hope.
Apparently. I'm going to cautiously nose back into range.
Was that the Decorax?
Yes, it was. And hey, guess what?
Alrighty, Commander. The Decorax has seen fit to rejoin the battle and has destroyed the second Vorcha. All that's left is the 3 remaining gunships and the carrier. Oh, go away!
Alrighty. Doctor, over to you.
So while all this has been going on, the Doctor is preparing his EMT teams. And they are going. He is ushering them to the transporters and shuttle bays
We don't
for
have a
immediate
shuttle bay.
deployment. Oh, but that's right. Well, he's been shuttling them to the transporters so that once we are able to start rendering medical aid, they're already there.
Sounds good. Could I get a... Go with a presence medicine roll for that. Difficulty of 2.
Make sure all my
Button.
Oh. That's not right.
Alright. You all organized, all hyped, everything's gonna be good. Battle's going well there, you're gonna help. That sort of thing. Why the transport?
Why is the transporter's not working?
Well, we still gotta wait until after the.
Turn that into threat. It's just complication.
Right. Let me see the many things.
How much threat that's gonna?
Complication. Threat.
I'm fine for low.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it's typically fairly simple to.
Alrighty. I mean, everyone else needs to round. You can get some. Back. You're going to keep it mouse. I'm gonna move.
Oh boy.
Alright. Go ahead.
Alrighty. Take this time to attack those gunships with our newly.
Yep. I'm gonna fire a gun. Then swing then miss.
Difficulty 3 for small target.
Control security.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking momentum.
Just one.
Just one.
Oh, nice.
Someone wanna roll for the ship?
To assist you, but someone go ahead and roll up.
Nice.
Hey!
Alright, so that's 6 successes. I needed 3, so you're up to 5 momentum.
Very nice.
Costs you 2 power to fire your disruptors while cloaked.
Wait, are you firing disruptors or torpedoes?
Disruptors.
Okay, I thought you said torpedoes.
Torpedoes are this range wood, so
Right.
pretty much auto miss. Okay. Did you want to overcharge those, or
Yes.
Overcharge plus piercing. If they are not destroyed from that, that's just crap.
I mean, to be honest, you don't really need much piercing to give Smallcraft a really bad day.
Yeah.
Where is... Lost my firewalk sheet. There it is. Alrighty.
Ooh.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Shouldn't it also say piercing on there?
It's generally not worth fiddling with the
Oh.
text every time. Alright, so fun fact, that's 6 dice there, which means 6 dice whiffed.
Oof.
So would you like to spend a momentum to re-roll those?
Yes.
But I'm not sure what I understand. What happened?
You roll 12 dice, 12 damage dice with your disruptor cannons
Alright.
if they're overcharged. There are only 6 results there.
Okay.
Wow.
Doesn't like you.
Apparently not.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That does in fact kill it. Barely. There we go.
I remember you, when we attacked the Blackthorn base, you had this, like, little explosion icon.
I tried to find it. It seems to have vanished into the ether.
Aw, sad face.
I'll try and dig it out again for future engagements. I also haven't used that explosion sound since that battle, so...
Yeah.
Anyway. You know what? Sure. Oh dear.
Hmm.
That's some things
That is
happening.
5 successes, but they needed 4.
Now, who's they this time?
The carrier.
Oh, God.
Um,
Oh.
Whoa. That double clicked. Hold on. It's also the wrong number in there, so. Let's try that again. Okay, now now it's just being weird on me.
Gotta love technology.
Alright. That should be fixed now. 4th time lucky. There we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alrighty. So, here's the downside of...
They found us.
Yes, they did. You don't have shields.
Oh, yeah, I was about to ask about that.
Scimitar had shields while cloaked, but that's because it had secondary shielding systems and
Yeah.
all kinds of other stuff. Which, among other things, take up a lot of space. Strange but true, I've actually read some analyses which state that the scimitar, considering how damn big it was actually mildly undergunned.
What?
The main thing which made it, which gave it so much firepower was the number of torpedo launches it had. Its disruptor cannons were actually a little below what you might expect for something that big.
Doesn't it have like 52 disruptor bays? Or disruptors, whatever?
I don't remember the exact thing, but someone did some big analysis. I didn't agree with all of it, but it was interesting. And there was acute observation that Riker only reacted when the number of torpedo launches were mentioned. He didn't even bat an eyelid at the number of disruptors. But this is a tangent. Bottom line is the Firehawk can fire while cloaked. It doesn't have the fancy shield systems.
Yeah, I just looked up the Scimitar on memory. It had 52 disruptor banks and 27 photon torpedo bays.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of torpedoes.
Yeah.
Alright, so, first things first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe you spent 4 power even on that disruptor shot. 1 for firing, 2 for overcharge.
Yes, 4 power.
Almost forgot about that.
Well, you have a problem.
Now our power is depleted.
Yes, it is.
Don't forget our lovely sound effects.
Alrighty. You're losing power.
Now with that done, wouldn't our cloaking device automatically shut down or something?
It will at the start of your next turn.
Okay. Come on. While you're figuring stuff out, Commander, they've locked weapons on us.
Would it be locked, or would it be because they were firing point blank,
yeah.
or firing like
in our direction? Yeah, I should have said that. That was just the first thing that my mind had.
Okay.
So retcon that. Commander, the carrier's firing towards our position.
And of course, there's no chance of evasive maneuvers, right? Oh.
That was a structure breach you just took.
Ouch.
So, yeah, you know that they found you because the entire ship shudders, jaws sharply as the energy beam slices into one of your wings. Plasma vents, and all of your power readings just die.
Frolak clutches onto his console station as the ship rocks.
Nil holds on to the command chair. Damage report!
Power systems have been depleted, Commander. The cloak is in effect is disengaging now. We have taken a structure breach.
With power all the way down, wouldn't that effectively make us disabled?
It's not a great situation to be in.
It definitely makes things difficult, but I don't think we're as far as disabled.
That's only if your engines actually start taking serious damage. As it is, you just don't have any spare power. What am I doing? I am
Decloaking the vessel. And that. and that. Now, who fired that?
That'll be the Corax. Okay, let's get some rerolls going. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sure, I'll throw a couple more on there to ensure that that carry has a very bad day.
I should hope so.
Alright, we are at the point where I have to head out. Have a great day, everyone. I will talk to you later.
Alrighty, catch you later, dude. Alrighty. The Takarex fires a spread of torpedoes, which burrow into the carrier's shields and knock them out. Which is convenient timing, because it's right at that moment that your cloaking device fails. Over to you.
Okay. I want to say that we should take this time to regain whatever power we can.
I would agree with that. What's the status of the other two warbirds? Or the three, I should say.
The Takarex is more or less untouched. The other two have some pretty nasty power drain on them, but their shields are more or less online.
I'll almost say we almost take the ship back behind. Is my idea. I don't know if it was something we can actually do or not. But strategically, if we can get back behind them to where we have a bit more of cover while we're getting our power systems back up, because we've done a pretty serious blow already. Maybe if we can let the other guys take control for a little bit, they might be able to clear some of them out. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yep.
What do you guys think? We retreat just a little bit so we can get our power back up.
That would be a sound strategy.
Just don't cause more work for me.
Ah yes, Doctor, you do actually, in fact, have work to do this turn.
Wait, is the Doctor going to be doing something, or do we want to try and get some power back first?
I just meant this round in general.
Okay.
Whenever it comes to him to take a turn, he has casualties.
We actually have casualties now.
Okay, I will say that I think Iran should take the lead in regaining power, and I assist.
Alrighty. Yep. Go for it. That is a control engineering roll.
And seeing as how I'm assisting, I do not get a focus, correct?
I mean, you can get a focus if you're assisting.
Okay, I just wasn't sure. Because I figured my
have an EPS
systems, yeah.
focus which I would allow. So.
Okay, I just wasn't sure about the rules about assisting. It's been a while. Control engineering. Wait, what's the difficulty that Euron has?
It's a difficulty. Power management, difficulty of 2.
Yeah, this should not be too hard.
Don't say that.
Just bear in mind that if you assist him, you won't get a turn.
I won't get a turn?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that. As long as it gives us power back.
Bear in mind, Euron also has a lot of rerolls available to him.
Okay, well, let me just see how Euron does, and see if I should, if I can, should assist or not.
You have to decide in advance.
Oh.
I think
No,
I should be okay.
Okay. I will step back. And Euron will have the whole spotlight.
I mean, put it this way: I think you're better suited to doing other tests. Euron is engineer to the core.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's just gonna be entirely you.
Alright.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll it.
Spending 1 momentum for 3 dice and extra rerolls. Let's see if we need them. Oh, yes. Yes, we do. Well, oh, maybe not.
3 successes. I mean, you can re-roll one of those if you want to try and crit
I
fish,
could,
but
in fact, but I don't want to
But
push
do you
it
wanna-
too hard. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. Do you want to tempt fate?
No.
that gives you 1 power, plus 2 per momentum you spend.
Alright, so how much momentum and how much threat do we want to spend on getting our power back up?
Well, about 1 momentum and 1 threat.
That would boost us back up to 5.
I mean, it's a start.
Bear in mind that now you're decloaked, your weapons fire and such is going to be that bit cheaper.
Yep.
I'll let you decide, Euron.
I mean, there's a reason why I gave the ship enhanced power systems. You've seen how much it's been bobbing up and down.
I mean, given that you gave us a scimitar-esque cloaking device, yeah, it makes sense to give us enhanced power systems.
Mm-hmm. Got enhanced shields as well. It's just they
That
don't
too.
function while you're cloaked. Alright, so 1 of each.
Yeah, 1 of each. We'll bump us back up to 5.
Alrighty. Do you wish to maintain the initiative or cross over?
Commander, they almost shut down our singularity there. I would personally recommend avoiding doing that again.
Yes, thank you for your expert advice. We are already moving away from the battle for the moment. Which will be, what do I need to do?
If you just want to instruct the Home Officer to take you away, then you just need to declare that, basically. But it will cost
I would
you
say
time
take
and-
us out of firing range of the carrier. If we can do that.
Okay. Do you want to maintain the initiative to do that, or...?
I would like to. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
Is that a command roll? Or am I-
No, it's free.
Okay.
So moving out of combat range. That will cost you power to do. Just FYI.
I have no problem with that, because hopefully before we jump back in the fight, we might have more power.
Alrighty. Well, as it turns out,
Have any of the Romulan ships tried hailing us since we decloaked? Or sending a message as to who the hell we are?
everyone's been a bit frenetic thus far, but they're about to start asking questions. Because the Crusade turn I just realised I don't actually have a warp sound. This feels like a massive oversight. Why not?
Oh, really? They're withdrawing?
Yep.
Commander, the remaining gunship has retreated back to its carrier. And the carrier seems to be moving to retreat.
Well, let's see. How do we all Romulan about this? We're not Klingons. We're not going to chase after them. We got enough to handle right here.
Well, I mean, even if we were in better shape, I think it would not be a stretch for a Romulan to say, let's pursue them. But in this case, that's not what we're here for.
It's not our primary mission. Our primary mission is to secure the Praetor.
And the system.
And the system.
Praetor first, then the system. If possible.
So now I get to be all Romulan diplomatic. Oh boy.
Hey, Verlac is going to be next to you too, I think. Seeing as how he's the first officer of the ship. Okay, so what is going on now?
I think he's working on it.
Okay. You trying to find a warp sound?
Yeah, I feel like there must be something. There we go. Did that actually play?
Yeah, we heard it.
My sound's being weird. Alright. But yes, they are of the opinion that discretion is the best part of valor. Which means you now have 3 Abraxan ships, which will turn and promptly lock weapons on you, and the Tokarex hails.
Yeah, the Abraxan ships have focused on us, Commander, and Praetor Nadaris is hailing us. Putting them on screen now.
I know I feel like I really have to do this, and it might not be a good thing, but what? No thank you? We just helped drive off those ships, and you're pointing your weapons on us? What the hell? Or what's, by the prophets or by the elements, what is your problem?
You are an unidentified and uninvited vessel within Abraxan territory. Identify yourself. Now.
We are the IRW Firehawk.
Who do you serve?
Currently, we are serving with... it's Sela, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sela and...
Empress Sinatra.
Okay. Currently, we are... we are working with... how I want to say this. I should have studied my Romulans before I came into this today.
If I may, Barzak.
Go ahead.
We serve Empress Sinatra and Admiral Sela of the Phoenix Convocation.
I guess that might not get us fired on. Maybe.
Or should I say Romulan Star Empire?
I just say we serve the Romulan Star Empire. It's not like they could argue with us.
Okay, just change Convocation to that.
Should I just take that as read?
Yeah. Okay. So, Frolek will stand up beside his commander. We serve Empress Sinatra and Admiral Sela of the Star Empire.
Yes, I'd heard that those two had mysteriously returned from the dead after abandoning their posts. Well, abandoning her post in the case of the Empress, and returning after she had been exiled in the case of that half-breed. Your assistance in fighting off the Crusade was welcome, but I do have to ask what you are doing here.
We came for you, Praetor.
Really?
A united Romulan race is going to be more important than us and our squabbling with each other right now.
He's silent for a time.
What?
I was just saying that he's silent for a time.
Oh, say it again.
What exactly is your mission in this system?
We have come to... we are bringing... We
have come to render aid.
Aid to the system. And we are coming to request your presence in a meeting with Sela and Sinatra. We need a united... I cannot talk this morning. A united Romulan Empire is more important than our factions right now against what we just drove off. We need to work together to survive. Survival is the most important thing for our species, our race, as of right now.
And you would ask for my help in this endeavor? The assistance of my fleets, and my shipyards?
Yes.
Well, it's that, or watch the Crusade roll over and destroy all of them.
Better that these
shipyards... You're in engineering.
I am in engineering.
Better that these shipyards be in service of the Empire rather than for the Crusade and its band of rebels.
Very well, Firehawk. Given that you represent people with a distinguished record, and given that you assisted us out of a particularly unpleasant engagement, I will welcome your assistance in the trial that lies ahead. Your vessel appears to be particularly advanced. Perhaps that will be exactly what we need in order to reclaim this system.
We have medical teams on standby, Praetor. Do you or your ships need any aid?
Not currently, but where we're headed for likely will. Is your cloaking device repaired?
Is it?
Yeah. It just needs power again.
It is indeed. Now that the Crusade have retreated, we have had ample time to restore our power systems. We are ready when you are, Praetor.
Then proceed to these coordinates. I will meet you at the base there. Takarak's out.
Where are we going?
You are headed to the second planet of the system.
I take it that's where all the major shipyards are?
Nope, all the major shipyards are at the third planet.
Oh. Civilian populace on the second planet, then?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. It's snack time, then.
Would you like to proceed to those coordinates?
Should we report in with Sela first?
It's not really the way the Phoenix operates.
Okay.
You're in a combat zone, radio silence, operational security, all that kind of thing.
Oh, we still need to protect them, so I would say let's follow them.
We have fulfilled our primary objective, so now we just gotta ensure it and go on with our secondary objective. Look at that.
Well, we gotta make sure he doesn't get himself killed either.
Yeah, that's what I mean by ensure the primary objective.
I don't know. I was gonna say our primary objective isn't handled until he's in front of Empress Sela. But that's just me.
Well, the primary objective is to safeguard the Praetor until the mission is complete. So basically, it's the same thing of that. Point is, let's head into the system.
Follow it. Just go. And I'm not going to say it's character. Just go. He rubs his head.
Don't you just love arguing the same point?
I'm going to go ahead and say he goes, whatever your rank is. Yeah, the bridge.
Sub-commander?
Sub-commander. He is obviously not in the best of moods. He goes, I'm going to say he goes to his little office, leans back in his chair for a few minutes, then out from underneath his desk he pulls out a bottle of Romulan ale and fills a glass and starts drinking.
Rorlak takes the command chair. Follow the Praetor's vessels in, Helm.
Yes, sir. I have a bug with my mouse where it will randomly decide to double-click when I don't want it to. It's very annoying.
Oh, crap.
That's why I'm not going to the shipyards.
I better turn on the map.
Wait, so the shipyards have been taken?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a...
Well, that didn't take long.
Bridge to... hang on. Bridge to Commander Tulkek.
What is it?
We have arrived at the second planet. Yeah, you may want to get up here, Commander. It's... the situation seems to have gone worse.
He sets down the glass and goes, how can this be any worse? And goes, on my way.
Rollock stands up to allow the commander his chair again, and gestures to the view screen, which shows Crusade vessels around the shipyards.
What's the Romulan curse word?
I know an insult, but not a curse word. Just say swears
Curse
in Romulan.
swears in Romulan.
Well, I've always assumed all we're speaking in is Romulan right now.
That's a good point.
Either or.
And it rubs his head and goes, "Get me the Praetor."
I believe he is hailing us, Commander.
He is, in fact.
Open the channel.
John will open.
So I see you failed to keep your own shipyards.
Frolak just gives a subtle look to him.
You know, I have to point out with some amusement that Telkek's upbringing was diplomacy and politics.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, he's kind. Well, if you look at my, it's been a while since I looked at that thing. But I looked at my focuses, and they were all about persuasion, and I just think he had a really rough time with the loss of the homeworld.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. I was just entertained.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's really caring too much about diplomacy. He
Not
just
not as much as he probably should, but Vrolak is still going to give him a subtle stare, as if saying, "So much for setting aside squabbles."
See, like my vision kind of with the character is almost like Damar when he was being directed around by the
By
Vorta.
Dukat.
Mm-hmm.
By Wayun, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
Nadaris's eyes flash a little at that. What's your tongue, Commander?
my apologies, Praetor. It's been a bit of a long day already. And I was not expecting to see that.
The war at the fate of Atlantis has been difficult, but it is far from over.
Considering how far they have advanced into our space, I am ashamed to say that I'm not surprised.
I do have a plan which I'm prepared to set in motion, but there are certain problems with it which, well, your arrival may be fortuitously timed.
Vrolak listens intently.
For the moment, the Crusade seem to be happy to sit on their laurels and merely maintain their fleet. At some point, they will decide to move forward, but for now, they are all conveniently located. I would very much appreciate it if you would join me and bring your best scientists with you. I would assume that you have some more knowledge about these invaders than my own divisions. Perhaps we can develop a solution together. Frolak, your sensor console suddenly blips.
Vrolak looks down and I noticed one of the ship. Brolak just utters a Romulan swear, like for the whole bridge to hear. Commander, a Crusade Ark vessel has just appeared.
Strangely enough, Nadaris actually smiles a little at that. Very fortuitously timed. If things work as I hope, then we might win quite a victory today. And there, we shall actually call it. That seems like an appropriate cliffhanger to leave us on.
I agree.
Wrapping up a little early, but it's not a particularly long episode. And my throat is feeling awful, so bringing in and speaking is not a terrible thing. So yes, how are people looking for December in terms of availability? Because I'm guessing it's going to become spotty.
As far as I know, my schedule is still.
I should be okay on weekends. Unless something happens like my place of work loves to do to me and just say, hey, guess what? Your schedule's all changed tomorrow.
Yes, well. I believe that we'll be missing 10 next week, he said. Can't find it. Anyway, my vague thought is we finish off this episode next week. Then we've got the 15th, 22nd, and 29th. I figure a lot of people will probably be busy on the 22nd, just because Christmas, family, etc. 29th, I guess we'll have to see closer to the time, but possibly look at getting Season 3 proper started on the 29th, and failing that, we'll be looking at doing it in January. But either way, again, barring accidents, because things happen, we'll be finishing off this episode next week.
Works for me.
Lovely. Alrighty then. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this. It hasn't felt too horribly rusty. And I hope that you all join us again next time among the Embers.